like I've always said, it's always very interesting to start up these live streams because I never know when it actually goes live on the feed for you guys to see. But anyway, what is up, everyone? We are live. This is OJ over here from PlayerEssence. Welcome to another PlayerEssence Cross Nintendo, as I'm pretty sure that it's about to go live because my feed hasn't started yet. There we go. So what is up, everyone? OG over here from PlayerEssence. Thank you so much. We've got another PlayerEssence Cross Nintendo. Really happy to be here for you guys. Thanksgiving, Black Friday weekend, whatever you want to call it. It's really, really cool for you guys to join me, having a lot of fun discussing stuff. And hopefully all of you guys who celebrate Thanksgiving had a fantastic Thanksgiving and did all sorts of fun stuff with your family. And probably some of you guys are probably hanging out with your family. Maybe some of you guys are probably even watching this with your family. So I want to extend my heartfelt thank you for everything as far as Thanksgiving goes, because I'm really thankful that I have enough people that are willing to watch me to where I can even consider doing this as a job, you know, full time. So thank you so much. I do appreciate each and every single one of you guys. So for those of you who are maybe missed the midweek essence, as far as the layout goes, I did get a brand new layout for PlayerEssence Cross Nintendo solo show in addition to the midweek essence. Now, when I have my multiple people on, the layout will be different, but for the most part, you guys can get used to the next big game being in the background as far as what I'm going to be playing. Of course, you have like the emotes and all the stuff for the sponsors, if you're interested in that. Sponsors show off those emotes too as well. You also have the sponsors as far as who's the latest sponsor, and also the content that I'm going to be doing in the bottom right there. Across the bottom, you'll see Bring On Reports Volume 3 incoming. So if you're wondering what's going to be coming to the channel within the next, couple days or whatever the case is, or the next week, as far as original content goes or gameplay videos, then you'll know right there. It'll be right there at the bottom for you guys, in addition to all of the normal stuff like the latest ninja that subscribed, the latest donation, latest top ninja, Mark Bryant, always top ninja there, and also all of our social media. So hopefully you guys like the layout. All I really did from the midweek essence was add a little PlayerEssence Cross Nintendo logo. But remember, the background will change depending on what big game is coming out next, in order just to kind of promote, kind of get the name out there as far as what games are being played and all of that. So hopefully you guys do like it. Now, one big thing, I don't know how many people are watching at this point, but however many people are watching, it'd be pretty cool if you guys could hit that like button too. It really helps out as far as getting the channel up on gaming, the YouTube gaming, getting it up on there. So go ahead and hit that like button if you do like me doing this type of content as far as PlayerEssence Cross Nintendo. So now that we got that out of the way, yes, cartridge lick at 40 sponsors. Yes, cartridge, because you guys were enamored with me licking a cartridge at 30 sponsors. So I decided, you know what, you guys like cartridge licking. So at 40 sponsors, which it takes a long time to get sponsors, by the way, so I don't expect it to be anytime soon. It takes a long time, so 40 sponsors, I'll definitely do a little cartridge lick, which is disgusting. I hate the cartridges. They taste like trash. It's horrible, but I'll do it for you guys because you guys are my homies. So you guys are my ninja. So anyway, what's up to everyone in the chat? Let me see who's here. Give me a second to refresh my stream just so I can see how many people we got going here and everything. All right, let's check it out. Ooh, 111 people watching. Shout outs. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that, guys. A lot of people watching. So let's go ahead and let's check out who's here. We have Daniel Espinoza. What's up, Daniel Espinoza? What up, Solar 7, Party Man, Fire Blast, the usual suspects. Mark Bryant. What's up, man? How you doing today? You changed your profile pic, Mark. I don't recognize it. What's up, Mohammed? J2 Blue, Mega Geek. What's up, Mega Geek? Shout outs, man. Shout outs. No cartridge lick. What up, Gizmo? Is it Gizmo Mo BH54? What up, Anton? What up, Antoine? What up, Antoine? We got Elite Ninja Antoine in the squad. Echo Cookie. What up, bro? How's it going? How's it going? Liquid Metal. Shout outs, man. Liquid Metal. Always holding down. T-Dude. What up, T-Dude? Moderated T-Dude. Soul Eater 23. What's up, man? How's it going? How's it going? Alicio Blanco. What's up, man? How's it going, man? That's my Smash buddy right there. That guy Mage. What up, man? What up? Ataki. What up, Ataki? Elite Ninja Ataki in the house. What up, Og? How's it going, man? Universal One. What up? The unusual suspects here. Maximus Man Steel. All man, all steel. Ian Morley, what up, man? What up from the UK? Shout outs. TG Lopez, what's up? Diego, what up? All right, Danny Ingram, what up? What's up, guys? Glad you guys are showing all sorts of love. Definitely good to give some shout outs to you guys. Remember, this is a fan-oriented podcast, PlayerEssence Cross Nintendo Midweek Essence. Anytime I do a podcast, it's about you guys and the support you guys give me as far as showing up. So we're definitely going to make sure that we give you guys plenty of love throughout the podcast. And we're going to focus on topics and everything, but really, it's about you guys. I mean, because without you guys here, none of this would be here. You know what I'm saying? It'd be tough for me to do these type of things. I'd probably be out working, I don't know, some type of crazy job or something like that. So this is about you guys, man, more than anything. So let's go and let's get into the first topics, or the first thing that we're going to discuss today, and that is games that were being played, games that are being played. I've got a big list of games that I've been playing. So this is something I've been wanting to do as far as like games played, like what you've been playing. And this is the first time I'm going to be implementing it into the show outside of just it being random talk, like, oh, well, what are you playing, you know? So we're going to do that at the beginning of the podcast every single time. What are we playing? You guys can list off some of what you guys are playing, or if you've played any of the games that I've played, you can definitely let me know what you guys' favorite things are about. Because remember, this is about gaming, right? So, okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games here, and they're all dope. They're all freaking dope. So let's start off first with Cat Quest. Shout outs to Master Aqua. He's the one who got me interested in this game when I saw him playing it all the time. I'm like, what is this Cat Quest thing? Looked it up. I'm like, okay, I've got to buy this game. It's basically Skyrim with cats. It's like a Skyrim with cats. It's a very basic spoofed story of Skyrim, and it's with cats, you know, and it's so funny. It's such a silly game. So I've been playing Cat Quest, not as much. I played it a little bit, and then I had to kind of move on to other things, but I'm going to get back to Cat Quest. And then also Battle Chef Brigade came out this week, which is Battle Chef Brigade. I'll tell you something about Battle Chef Brigade. That game has so much charm. The voice acting's great. The animation is great. It feels like a cartoon. It feels like an Adult Swim cartoon. So that's really cool. And I have an issue. First of all, I got to put on my headphones so I can hear notifications. And second of all, I got to make sure that the logo is not, the Streamlabs is not above that. So sorry about that, Mark. So let me see what you actually said here, Mark. Shout outs to Mark Bright with a $5 donation saying, sorry for new gamer pick, LOL. You don't have to be sorry, I just didn't recognize you. The gamer pick is fine, man. It's fine. You do whatever you need to do, bro. But thank you so much, Mark. I do appreciate that. Elite Top Ninja, Mark, the Hokage assistant. Thank you so much. Donating to the battle funds there for us to keep this ship going, keep the village up and going. So I do appreciate that, man. $5 donation. You donated a lot, so thank you, man. I do appreciate that. Plus moderation, plus just promote my videos. So thank you, man. Thank you. So shout outs. Like I was saying, Battle Chef Brigade, man. That game is good. That game is so good. I like Battle Chef Brigade. I was playing a little bit before I went on air today, and it was really cool. It was really good. And you know, it helps that if you like when you're doing a live stream. And if you have a headset, it helps that you actually plug the headset in. Otherwise, you don't hear much. If you have a headset and for some reason it's not plugged in, then there's a problem, right? Oh my gosh. Like there was like one time where I was like, I couldn't turn on my PC. I was like, oh, my PC, it's not working. It's not working. And you know what was wrong? It was unplugged. My PC was unplugged. How many times does that happen to someone? Shout outs to Nightmoon with a $1 donation saying, am I late? Of course you're not late. Elite Ninja Nightmoon, you're never late. We are never late here in the village. We just had busy. You're just on a mission. You were just on a mission, bro. You just came back, you accomplished your mission, and now you're back. So shout outs, man. Shout outs. So yeah, Battle Chef Brigade, been playing that. Also been playing, what else? Been playing Mantis Burn Racing. So I just uploaded a video on that one. That one actually did better than I thought. I think because the official Voodoo, the people who made the game, they like retweeted my video and said, hey, check out PlayerEssence's video. I think that's why, because like nobody was watching that video. Then all of a sudden I looked the next day and it's like over 1,000 views. I'm like, okay, well, that's pretty good for a gameplay video. If I do a gameplay video and it gets over 1,000 views, I'm usually happy. You know, I get 1,100, 1,200 views, I'm happy. So you guys were watching some Mantis Burn Racing, so that's pretty cool. And also I uploaded Worms M or WMD, I think that's what it's called. And that one hasn't hit 1,000 views yet. That one maybe you guys aren't as interested in, although it's a pretty good game. Little bit of a struggle at the beginning because like the jumping is so weird with that game with how you jump. But still, cool game. And also I've been playing, the main game though is Skyrim, because my brother's visiting in town for Thanksgiving. He's at my mom's house right now. And I've been driving back and forth each day. That's why I haven't had, I didn't have the, what's it called? I didn't have PE arenas because basically my brother's there, so I want to go hang out with my brother. You know, after I'm done with working on my videos, I go to the evening and I go see my brother, and like it's across town. Like my mom lives like 20, 30 minutes away across town. So that's the reason why we haven't had PE arena, but it will be back next week. or maybe even later tonight. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see how things go. I want to get more videos up as far as PE news, but yeah, man. So yeah, my brother's been in town, so I've just been playing. Me and him, we've just been talking, and we've been playing Skyrim. Or at least I've been playing Skyrim. He watched me play it. It was great. It was great. And like I said, you guys know how like I don't like backseat gaming. My brother, he backseat games, but it's okay because my brother has always backseat gamed pretty much since the beginning of time, and like we're right there, so it's okay. Like the backseat game, like when you're right there with your family members, that's the only time that I'll accept backseat gaming. Online backseat gaming, I hate it. But when my brother backseat games, it's something that I'm used to, and I like it because it gives us like we talk. Like that's how we talk and we bond over video games. Like when he does that, you know, when we're just talking about games. So it's always great to have my brother here because I never get to see him. So yeah, man, it's been great having him here, and I've been playing a ton of Skyrim when I'm over at my house. Portable Skyrim is the best. Portable play. Skyrim beats everything. It's so good as a portable game. There's so much stuff to do. It's so slow paced. The controls are completely set up because you don't have to use necessarily the minus and plus buttons a lot. Because like any game where you have to use the minus or plus buttons a lot, it's kind of like sometimes it's not great for portable play just because the minus and plus buttons are so small on the Joy-Cons. But that game is so perfect. Like when you open up your menu and everything, you can remap all the buttons any way you want. So even if there is an issue, you can change it. So it's great, man. So Skyrim to me is the #1 game right now that I've been playing. It's so good. I think I put around at least 15 to 20 hours already. Level 21, killed a few dragons, done a bunch of side quests, got some cool gear. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. So what have you guys been playing? What have you guys been playing over here? I'm looking at the chat section here. Bandai Namco has a website for a teaser game. Yo, shout outs! We've got a Mankikyu Sharingan. It'll be popping up pretty soon here. Nice, new ninja, new sponsor. Welcome. Is it Gizmoo? Dude, your name is BH54. Your name is BH54. Your name is, I don't know how to pronounce it. Mankikyu Sharingan. Enjoy your new emotes. BH54, enjoy your new emotes. You do have a slew of new ones you can use. Check out the little icon in the bottom there. You have a Toby, you have a headband, Mankikyu Sharingan, Toby L, or just not Toby L, just taking the L, and also really feeling it as well. So I'm really feeling the brand new sponsor. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate that for your support. Shout outs, man. Also, shout outs to brand new ninja, Celtic. Was it Celtic GX? Also subscribe. Thank you so much. Welcome to the village, homie. Do appreciate that. Everyone in the chat, please make this man Celtic feel welcome. And also, big shout outs to BH54 with the subscription as well. Hitting that, becoming that elite ninja. Shout outs, man. Thank you so much. So, what have you guys been playing, man? What have you guys been playing? Skyrim and Rocket League. Yo, Rocket League. Yeah, Dalton Conger says Skyrim and Rocket League. It's a great combination. I think I talked about that recently in one of my videos, man. I was like, you know what? Like, Skyrim is selling well on the Switch. Like, I'm not saying it's going to sell like 5 million copies or whatever the case. It's not going to be like Mario, but I guarantee you it's selling well. Like, my Best Buy were sold out of copies. I've had some reports from other people saying that they've been sold out, haven't been able to find it. I'm not sure how much the stock allocament was, you know, as far as how much Nintendo actually put out there, because Nintendo published it. But, I mean, it's been doing well. On the eShop, it's #3 on the eShop sales. It's been doing really good, and I'm really psyched just to kind of see how Skyrim's been doing. Doom is #5, the most recent eShop charts. Rocket League's #1, Mario Odyssey's #2, Skyrim's #3, Stardew Valley's #4, and Doom is #5. So, you know, I thought Doom would slip out of the top 10 after like a week or two because of the download size, but no, it's right up there, still #5, and that's exactly what I want to see. You got big third-party games that are selling well, at least on the eShop that we know of, so that's really cool. Shout outs to Mitch 80 for the subscription as well. Welcome to the village, homie. Thank you so much, Mitch. I do appreciate that subscription. Everyone, please welcome this man, Mitch, to the village. Brand new ninja. Thank you so much, man. Doom is now #7. I'm not sure where you're at. Like, recently it was #5, so I mean, it depends on what area you're in, I guess, and when they update the charts. But for the November 24th, it was #5, so it just depends on where you're at. And even if it's #7, #7's still really good. I said I thought it would drop out of the top 10 after the first week, and it's still in the top 10. So #7, #5, whatever. it's still up there. So yeah, man, it's really cool. PSVR. I'm so surprised. You see, look at this. See, this is why I don't understand these kids. Oh, I gotta roast you here, man. I gotta roast you here because you sitting here complaining about a memory card, about buying a memory card for a system, okay? You actually came on here and debated me about a memory card, about how much of a hassle it is, and you sitting here strapping a stupid thing to your head and playing video games like this, and you're sitting here talking to me about a hassle, about a memory card is a hassle. And why should I have to buy one when you sitting here strapping a $200, $300 PSVR to your head and looking like a jackass playing video games? I'm sorry, dude. I'm gonna roast you for that one. I gotta roast you because how you gonna sit here and debate me than buy a PSVR and doing all of this? Like, how is that not a hassle? How is that not a hassle? How is doing this and looking around, how is that not a hassle? But buying a memory card, but clicking one little button on Amazon is a hassle. Oh, I can't do this, it's just so hard. But going out, buying a PSVR, strapping the stupid thing to your head, getting two light bulb controllers, and going like this, like you're at a rave and doing all of this, you're trying to tell me that's not a hassle? You kids. You kids these days, I don't understand children. If you're born past the year 2000, I don't understand you kids. You kids are funny. Y'all are oh, man, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I had to roast you there, Hog. I'm sorry because you debated me on a memory card, a little memory card. I had to, man. I'm sorry. No, but shout outs to Hog though. Shout outs to Hog, man. Not trying to hate. I'm just saying. PSVR is trash though. I mean, I can't say. I ain't even gonna try. I'm not trying to hate, but PSVR is trash. I'm sorry, PSVR is trash. I know you probably like it, whatever. I mean, it's cool, but PSVR it's trash. It's hot trash. But hey, you know, if you want to do this and play with ball controllers and do all this stuff, hey man. Go ahead, feel free. I don't know why you waste $200 on that stuff, man. But, hey, man, do what you got to do. It's your money, it's your time, man, for sure. So, let's go ahead and get into the cords are ridiculous. look like when you start playing PSVR, man. You look like you hooking up to the Matrix, like just get jacked. Looking like an air traffic controller, like over looking like you're over here directing like an airplane to landers over here. PSVR is stupid. It's stupid. I played. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's bad quality. It's stupid. It's so dumb. VR in general is just kind of lame. But hey, that's just my, you know. that's just my opinion on it. Shout outs to, is that Rob from Rule 2 Review? What's up, Rob from Rule 2 Review? Shout outs, man. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. I do appreciate that. And, yo, we do almost got 200 viewers in here, so I do appreciate all of you guys coming out. Please make sure you hit that like button. You see that little like button? Hit that like button if you guys like live streams like this so I can do more of them. It just really helps out as far as getting the visibility of the channel. So, yeah, man. No, they don't have 500 gigabyte micro SD cards. The highest that they have for consumer purchase is 400 gigabytes micro SD card. That's the highest they have. They will have... Nintendo Switch supports up to 2 terabyte micro SD cards, but those aren't available on the market, but the technology is in development. So they'll be here. It's just a matter of time. But you don't really need a 500 gigabyte micro SD card for your Nintendo Switch. Like, you honestly do not need a 500 gigabyte micro SD card. The highest you'll need, I mean, like, 400 is even pushing it. 256 is like pushing it. Like, a 200 gigabyte micro SD card or a 200 gigabyte micro SD card is like, or 256 gigabyte micro SD card is fine. You don't need 400. You don't need 500. You don't need a terabyte. Like, you don't need all that. Like, that's too much. You know, that's way too much. So yeah, man. Senran Kagura or Reflay or whatever. That's not new. It just launched, but people have known about that for a while. And it's only in Japan. It's not coming over to the. It's not coming over anywhere else. It's just Japan. So yeah, and not only that, but I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want demonetization. Last time I talked about that game, I got demonetized faster. Like, I got demonetized so fast. So that's why I stopped covering that game on my channel, because I get demonetized way too quick whenever I talk about that game. So yeah, man. So let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, I have 200 gigabytes is fine. Like, you should be fine. You should be fine with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Yeah, 200, 128. If you don't mind switching out the SD card all the time, then yeah, getting two 128 gigabytes is cheaper than getting one 256. But some people might not want to switch out a micro SD card and remember what games are on this one and remember what games are on this one. So it's just easier just to, you know, just to have one 256 or just get a 200. I think 200, there was a 200 gigabyte SD card for $50. That deal might still be up, you know, on Amazon. So that to me is the best deal because that's cheaper than lots of stuff. Like that's a pretty good deal. 200 gigabytes for $50. So you know, that's about the price that I got, you know. So last year on mine. So it is what it is what it is. Yeah, exactly. So a lot of people don't want to be swapping out SD cards. Yeah, so switching out SD cards is a hassle. Everything's a hassle except for PSVR. Jacking yourself into the freaking matrix. That is natural and normal. Going like playing games like this and having two ball light up controllers going like this. That's definitely not a hassle. That's it's very simple, very easy to do, and very fun. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Anyway, so I only give my friend code out to sponsors and also to Patreon members. So if you want my friend code, check out the link in the description below and get in on the action as far as our PE arenas and all that. So all the details will be there. Or you can talk to a mod. Any of the mods, Mark Bryant or Og, any of the mods will be able to help you out there. Master Aqua, I'm not sure if he's in here. I don't know how many mods I have in here right now. Ataki, talk to Ataki or talk to Mark Bryant. Any of them will be able to help you out as far as what to do on that. All right, man. Let's go ahead and let's get into some of the topics here, guys. Let's go and get into some of the topics. I want to keep these shows nice and tight as far as what we're discussing. About 1 hour. I don't need to take 2 hours of you guys' time. About 1 hour is good, in my opinion. Maybe a little bit over. We're going to take about 30 minutes in order to get through like topics and joking around and having a little bit of fun. Then we'll get into some of the topics. Then we'll get into some Q&A for you guys at the end, okay? So let's go ahead and start off with some of the best articles for this week. And now this isn't all of them, obviously, because I make freaking 4 to 5 videos a day. So there's way too much news for me to do an actual like week in review because it'd be like a million different things because there's always huge topics each week, especially with the Switch and how many games. But I picked out 3 topics that I wanted to discuss on the channel. Yo, shout outs! This man, shout outs to Flip999 for the $10 donation saying thanks for saving me from buying PSVR. I'm sorry, man. I just don't think just be like PSVR is so stupid. It's so dumb. People talk about the Wii was dumb, right? And you guys know I'm not the biggest Wii fan as far as motion controls and everything. So, like I said, it's not even about being all anti-Sony or anything. Like, I don't really like the Wii motion controls and all that, you know? So, it's like the same thing. Like, PSVR is like the same thing, but like a little bit better. And, but the only difference is you gotta strap a stupid thing to your head. You gotta freaking walk around like RoboCop, okay? Like, like... The quality's bad. Motion sickness. Get this PSVR trash out of my... If somebody ever bought me a PSVR, they're not my friend anymore. I'll just be like, huh, okay, here you go. Don't ever come back to my house. It was like Sonic Boom, like Rise of Lyric. I remember when I got that game, I was so offended by that game. But thank you so much, Flip999. I do appreciate the $10 donation, man. Helps the war funds here at the village. Helps keeps everything up and going. So thank you so much, man. But I remember when I first bought the, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, I was so offended by how bad that game was, I sold it. Like, and I don't ever sell my Wii U games. Like, I've kept pretty much every Wii U game that I've ever had. Like, the only game that I sold because I didn't want it, that Kirby game, Kirby and the Rainbow, whatever, one where you have to use the gamepad the whole time, and like you just look at the gamepad, even though like the game looks beautiful on the screen, but you have to look down at the gamepad the whole time unless you're playing 2 players, and the person who's playing 2 players can look at the screen. I mean, it's just... It's a really bad design game. But anyway, it's a good game, but it's on the wrong hardware. Probably should have been on the 3DS, you know what I'm saying? So you can at least see both of them. The first one was on the 3DS. But anyway, I got rid of that game because I didn't want it in my house, and I didn't want Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. But I was offended about how bad Rise of Lyric was. Get that out of my house. Get that out of my house. And that was the same, like, if I ever see a PSVR, get that out of my house. Like, get it out of my house. That's not allowed in here. It's not allowed. It's not allowed in here, man. PS4 is fine. PS4 Pro, anything, you know, Xbox One X, okay. But a PSVR, get that crap out of it. That's not allowed. That's against the rules. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the first article here. So South Korea had they're getting the Nintendo Switch. So South Korea is getting the first launch lineup for the Nintendo Switch in December 1st. It's launching, sorry, first launch lineup. They are launching the Nintendo Switch in South Korea on December 1st, and the lineup is incredible. So you guys ever heard the saying, patience is virtue? You know, and I would probably have to say that, yes, the patience is virtue here, because this launch lineup is absolutely spectacular. It is just, it's like Daffy Duck spectacular. You know what I'm saying? It is very, very, very good. Like, South Korean gamers are like, oh, we have to wait, but look at our launch lineup. Like, they're dancing. I mean, they're doing whatever dance they need to do, because this is a dope launch lineup. Let's go over these games, yo. So on day one, when South Korean gamers go to the store to pick up their Switches, this is the option of games they can pick from. Excuse me, my ear itches right now. Okay, there we go. This is the option of games they can pick from: Super Mario Odyssey, 1-2 Switch, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Disgaea 5, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap, NBA 2K18, Puyo Puyo Tetris S, Sonic Forces, Fate Extella, Super Bomberman R, Monster Hunter Double Cross Nintendo Switch version, Ultra Street Fighter 2 The Final Challengers, and Resident Evil Revelations Collection. Now, shortly after that, December 15th, you're going to get Mario, and I'll get to that in just a second. December 15th, you're going to get Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Sometime in December, Lego Worlds and Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. In January 18th, 2018, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Early 2018, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Spring 2018, Portal Knights, and sometime in 2018, Snipperclips plus Splatoon 2. That is an absolutely amazing launch lineup. I mean, there are 1, 2, 3, let's see, at least 3, I mean, if you count Monster Hunter, 4, 5, and if you count Resident Evil, well, both games, 6 like AAA or higher tier games in that launch lineup. And then if you're counting like really good, super like deep, like content games, Disgaea 5, Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap, NBA 2K18 has plenty of content. Puyo Puyo Tetris is really good online multiplayer. Super Bomberman R, they get the really great version of Super Bomberman R. You know, like the version that we had to wait months for to get? That's really good. They got that like right up there at launch. This is an absolutely hype lineup. I mean, it's really good. And this is why Nintendo is being smart about when they launch systems. You know, a lot of like, you know, Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo in the past even, they just launch it everywhere. Oh, we don't have games for the market. We don't have whatever, but we'll just launch it anyway, you know. Not in South Korea and not in China. Nintendo's going to make sure that they have games for both of the markets when they launch. And, yo, this is a fantastic launch lineup. Super Mario Odyssey, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I think there's going to be a lot of that, you know, a lot of that combination. You're going to have people just sitting there like, man, what games do I buy? They're not even going to walk out of the store. They're just going to be like, all right, I bought my Switch. Now what games? Now what games do I get, man? So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. What do you guys think about this launch lineup, man? I'll read a couple comments, then we'll move on to the next topic here. So Milo Creek with a $2 donation, or I think that's euros or something like that. Is it British pounds? Something. I don't. Either way, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Shout outs to Milo Creek for the. That's also an Elite Ninja too. I think Milo's an Elite Ninja. So thank you so much, man. Thank you for the follow on Twitter too. I know you've been following and been posting and retweeting some of my stuff. So thank you so much, Milo. I do appreciate that. And he says Xenoblade Chronicles 2 hype. Oh no, hold on. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 soon. Hype! Let's get some hype, boys. Can we get some hype, boys? If you're really feeling Xenoblade Chronicles 2, give me that Monado. Give me that I'm really feeling it in the comment section. Give me that Monado, please. If you are feeling Xenoblade Chronicles 2, let me know. Because I know I am. We're going to get to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Don't worry about that. So, BH54, the brand new Ninja to the Village, donated $5 through Super Chat, says, quote, thanks for keeping the vids rolling with fresh content. You're the reason I bought a Switch and pre-ordered Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Keep it up. Your boy is about to have a single ninja tear roll down his eye. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that, BH, man. I mean, I appreciate the support. And yeah, man, I mean, and that's what we need, right? Like, guys, your Hokage was not always a Hokage, okay? Let me tell y'all a story. This is why I like live shows, because when I do my edited content, I can't do this. So, when you're Hokage, look, I'm Hokage now, but when your boy was younger, okay, I was a whelp. I was a genin, okay? When I started my channel, the Wii U days, your boy got beat up, all right? And I learned the lessons of what happened. The Wii U taught me a lot of things, okay? It taught me to be humble. It taught me to stop being an idiot online to people. It taught me to understand that not everyone's going to like what you like, and you should really focus on what you like more than anything. Stop worrying about other people as far as like haters. Like, stop worrying about them. And if you are going to say something about them, make jokes. That's why I have Tobies. That's why I have the Toby. That's why I do silly videos making fun of people who say silly things. Your boy before used to get upset about those things, okay? I was a genin. I didn't level up. But over the course of getting bodied, you know, and my channel just not really going much, not going anywhere, I learned a lot. So when the Switch came out, one of the biggest things that I was going to do was make sure that people were informed about something that was good. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to sugarcoat it. Don't try to, you know, say something else. If a product is good, you let people know. And that's what I focused on, and that's what I'm focusing on this channel, and it's worked out for me. And it's worked out for me a lot. I've got a lot better fan base than I had before. You guys are amazing. So I really do appreciate the $5 donation, and I really do appreciate that I can inspire you to get something and to be happy and to be, you know, and to get enjoyment out of it. So I really do appreciate that. That is a great story, and I'm glad that I can help you, you know, get more enjoyment out of your, you know, out of your life, or, you know, whatever the case is, man. So I'm definitely really feeling it, definitely really feeling that, and thank you. I really do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, BH54, with the $5 donation, and you already subscribed as well, so thank you so much. Let me give you some, I'm going to give you some Monados, give you some Monados for that one. I'm feeling that, really feeling that. Oh, wait, no Toby, I don't want a Toby in there. Put a Toby. Oh, I don't want a Toby. There you go. Really feeling it. So thank you so much. Do appreciate that. And yes, there's no backup plan, you know? I mean, I have a second job, but I don't really feel like being a personal trainer, you know? Like, that's not something, like, I've already been a personal trainer beforehand, and that's not something that I feel like doing as a career. Like, I'll do it on the side for a little bit of extra money, but I don't ever feel like it being, like, a career again, because I already was, and so yeah, so I don't really feel like going back to that. So I have a backup plan, but really this is what I want to do. This is what I love, and you guys are making that possible for me with everything that you guys are helping me out with. So thank you so much. Do appreciate that. Shout outs to Hentai Boy. Yo, I bet you're checking out Senran Kagura. I bet you downloaded that. Probably don't even speak Japanese. You downloaded that. Shout out to Hentai Boy. Thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome this man to the village. Brand new ninja here. So shout outs, man. Sponsor goal. Let's go ahead and get that a little updates. Delegate the updates. 1 out of 2. Thank you so much. Do appreciate that, BH. So shout outs. You guys, man, y'all crazy in the comment section. Y'all wild out in the comment section. It's good. Let's have a little bit of fun, Ninja. Let's have a little bit of fun. Delegate the updates. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's move on. Next article here. We got Bluehole. Got Bluehole in the house. So if you guys don't know, Bluehole Games, Bluehole Studio, they are developing a new IP for the PS4 and Nintendo Switch. That's actually an article that was this week. Was it this week or was it last week? Actually, that was last week. Or was it this week? Whatever. So Bluehole, and they are a South Korean-based company. Ah. Is there a collaboration there? Ah, South Korea? No, this is a South Korean-based company, but they are most known for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. They developed that game. You know the game that's full of like a bunch of bugs and glitches, and like it drops you into an arena like Hunger Games style. Like you just pick up stuff and then like you shoot people, and then whoever wins gets winner chicken dinner. But there's no upgrades or there's no things that carry over. So essentially, you're doing the same thing, collecting the same armor, and doing the same thing over and over again with no actual real rewards or upgrades because there's no real single-player campaign and there's no actual character progression. But like 10 million people like bought the game or something like that. Yeah, so that game, they're the ones who developed that. And No shots to that game, by the way. I actually watch streamers play the game all the time. Phenomenal EE, who's a Smash Brothers caster, he plays it. I watch another guy called Silent Sentry. He plays the game. I watch that. So yeah, I watch I think Broman plays it every now and then. So yeah, no shots at the game. I watch it all the time. I just wouldn't buy it. But anyway, the developers behind that game, they are making a brand new IP for the Nintendo Switch and for the PlayStation 4. They're targeting the Asian market, but their games usually go worldwide, you know, like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. So I think when they say that they're targeting the Asian market, it's probably going to be some type of like fantasy MMO or fantasy RPG. That's what I would think, that they're like Monster Hunter style, or like Final Fantasy 14 or Final Fantasy like 13. Not the way that those games are, not like the battle systems, but like that type of style as far as the game goes, like fantasy, you know, swords, shields, weapons, armor, that type of stuff, you know. I think that's what they're talking about when they're targeting the Asian market. I think it'll be released worldwide, though. And it's still early in the stages of development. There's nothing that we know about it, but it's just interesting because I wanted to highlight this because this is what sales do for you. You know what I'm saying? This is what good, rapid uptake in all markets, not just American market, not just Europe, not just certain areas, but in all markets, because this game isn't coming to Xbox One. At least for right now, it's not coming to Xbox One. So the Nintendo Switch, even though it has less of an install base, this developer is targeting Switch and PS4 because the Switch is popular in Asian markets, because the Switch is popular worldwide. The Xbox One is just popular in Western markets, and its popularity is waning to Nintendo in European markets. It's actually, Switch is outselling the Xbox in European markets. So really, the only place where Xbox is doing like great or good is America, and that creates problems for developers like Bluehole who want to do something targeted towards that different type of base, and you're seeing Japanese developers do the same thing. So that's the reason why, like, when I hear people, you know, people who call themselves Nintendo fans, and they're sitting here bashing Nintendo, I mean, not constructive criticism, but bashing Nintendo, calling certain third-party games crap, doing all this stuff. I'm like, you guys are stupid. You're not a Nintendo fan, because if you're a real Nintendo fan, you're going to want sales, because the more sales that we get, the more third-party games that we get. If you're sitting here telling people not to buy the Switch, don't expect third-party games. You know, that's stupid. It's like you're working against yourself. You can't be a real Nintendo fan if you're sitting here not at least supporting some third-party games, whether it's indie developers or whether it's the bigger ones, and you're not telling people, hey, you're not doing content on the Switch, or you're not telling people about the Switch. I mean, if you're online, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about people who are actually online, you know? So this is the results as far as Bluehole developing on the Switch and in brand new IP. This is the result of all of the ninja out here, you know, our people that I know that you guys are out there sharing good videos, letting people know about Switch, telling them about the cool games, you know what I'm saying, combating Tobies every now and then, making fun of them, being silly about it, but letting people know, like, hey, no, Switch, like, if you want more third-party support, if you want better games, you want a better system, you want Nintendo to do better things, you need to, like, let people know, like, hey, the good things about the Switch, and just say, get the system, but, you know, Nintendo will work on these things. The better the system does, the better for us, hands down. Like I said, I lived through the Wii U days, guys. The Wii U failing didn't help Nintendo. Like, I mean, it helped Nintendo look at all their mistakes, but so many people not buying the Wii U, that didn't help us get third-party support. You know what I'm saying? If more people bought the system, then we would have got third-party support, even with its flaws, because the Wii U launched with more features and more stuff than the Switch launched with. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the thing that we need to understand, and that's what, in my opinion, real Nintendo fans, you guys are out there letting people know that the Switch is awesome and there's a bunch of great games. You're not bashing the system, and that's why we're getting stuff like this. So it's cool. It's cool to see all of this, man. It's really cool. Joy-Con boys! Can I get a Joy-Con boys? Can I get a Joy-Con boys? I'm trying to look through some of these comments. So what do you guys think about this, man? What do you guys think about this as far as the Bluehole and what they're developing? Man, I really need to make sure that I keep the chat on here, because it's like going all the way down. Like, you know what? You know what? Og says PUBG for Game of the Year. You know what? If PUBG was on PSVR, I would have to vote for it for Game of the Year. But since it's not a PSVR game yet, no Game of the Year. No Game of the Year for you. No Game of the Year. But you know what would be Game of the Year? If you guys all hit that like button. That makes no sense. But go ahead and hit that like button so we can get us trending. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? No shame. No shame in the game. No shame in the game. So, sucks that Xenoblade Chronicles won't get Game of the Year contender. It'll get it next year. It'll be up for grabs next year, just like Final Fantasy 15 for like the Game Awards. Any games that come out really late in the year, they'll actually tally over to the next year. So Xenoblade Chronicles 2 will be on many Game of the Year lists for next year. But that's just how it is. Like if you release a game in December, developers just don't have the time to play it at all, you know? Like Joy-Con boys, it took you back 7 months. Okay, I gotta read some comments because I've been blabbing way too much. So let's read some comments here. If a game isn't on PSVR, it's not Game of the Year worthy. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that you can have fun with your own silliness, Og. I still find it hilarious that you debated me over an SD card, but you went out and bought a PSV. You think that you went out and bought a thing that straps to your head, and you played with controllers with light balls on the top of them. I just find that absolutely hilarious. I could have went out for another 5 minutes just roasting that idea, like, and just bring it up. But I'm not going to. But I'm sorry, I can't take it anymore, man. I can't take it anymore. Poor. I don't know how to say that name, but Tout Poor. Is that a French name? It says hi PEOJ. What's up, man? I'm just gonna call you TP. No, toilet paper. Well, Europe toilet paper versus which way? Which way do you guys like toilet paper, huh? Like it this way? Like it this way? Which one? Stupid Splatfest. Some people get dizzy from playing Skyrim. Did you get that feeling too? Skyrim on the Switch. Some people get motion sickness with first-person games. Put it in third person, and you won't get motion sickness. Og's like, I gotta go. You're roasting me too much. All right, take it easy, Og. I'm joking. I'm joking, by the way, Og. I want you to feel welcome. So I am joking, Og. But anyway, yeah, go watch some football, man. Go watch some football. I know like your Tennessee or whatever is playing. So check it out, man. Thanks for coming out to the stream, dude. Shout outs to is Master Aqua here? I didn't see him in here. Is Master Aqua here? If he is, what's up? Where is Master Aqua? It's not Nintendo Examiner. Shout outs to Nintendo Examiner. Shout outs, man. But take care, Og. I think I already told you. Who's that? Shantato? Talk to Mark Bryant or talk to Itaki. Any of those can hook you up as far as how to, you have to sign up with Patreon or through sponsorship. Either way, that'll get you on my friends list just because there's way too many people. It would just make playing video games a living nightmare if I just opened it up to everyone. I did that, and I spent way too much time not making videos and way too much time organizing friend requests and all that. So talk to Mark Bryan or talk to Itaki Teacher. They'll be able to get you signed up for that. But if you want the short story, check out the link in the description below. Excuse me, and you'll see the links over to gaming sponsorship or to Patreon, and you can get signed up for that. Put a message and I'll be able to get you hooked up with the friend code. Let's go ahead and get into the next article here, though, guys. And this will be the last one before we get into Q&A, because like I said, I'm going to keep this about an hour long. So recently there was a competitive Smash Bros. Player. He's also a graphic designer called VWD on Twitter. His name is Vapor Wave Dash. And he said that the logo from the recent Smash Bros. Trademark lines up perfectly with the Super Smash Bros. Melee logo. And of course, the Super Smash Bros. Melee community went insane with this. They took this and they like they're like running with it, and they're hoping, praying that this means that Nintendo is going to have some type of new Smash Bros. Game as far as Melee, like a virtual console release. I think that's really all they want. They want a way that they can play Super Smash Bros. Melee in HD comfortably with consoles that they can bring to tournaments. And the Nintendo Switch, out of all the consoles Nintendo's ever released, the Nintendo Switch is by far the most easiest to set up for tournament play. Like if you're playing any tournament, any game, like Splatoon, Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, whenever that comes out, so the Switch is so easy because you just have that little system, the dock and the cables. You get a lagless monitor and you're good. You can carry everything in one hand. One person can carry a lagless monitor, can carry the Switch dock, the cables, and the game. Everything right there, and you're set. If you have a staff of 15 people that are running the tournament, you're good. You know what I'm saying? You're good. You can carry that little lagless monitor, you're good. Or you can use a projector for like the main people to play, you know. So That's the reason why the Melee community wants it. Obviously, like there's Melee on the computer, like you can get like Melee like 20XX or whatever the case is. There's that, but that means you have to bring a computer, you have to bring everything, you have to bring laptops. And then when they're playing with the Wii, because a lot of them play like the setups right now, as far as Super Smash Bros. Melee tournaments, they all use the Wii for that, or they use a GameCube native. And the problem with that is that you need CRT TVs, so there's no lag with those systems. So you've got these big old huge CRT TVs people have to haul. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. So obviously, Melee fans want a convenient way to play Melee, you know, with a little bit sharper resolution on lagless monitors. And that's why they're reaching for the stars when it comes to these things. So basically, the logo lines up perfectly with the Melee logo. So VWD and some other Smash Brothers players were like, I think some of them were joking, but a lot of them were thinking maybe this means that Smash Brothers Melee is coming to the Switch, Virtual Console, or just a release. I mean, if Nintendo did it, I would want it. I want it. I want it just because I want to get into Melee more, but I don't want to have to bust out my Wii. I don't want to have to bust out my GameCube, you know, and hook that up just to play Melee. Like, if I can have it on the Switch, portable play Melee anywhere I want, that's what I'm looking for. So, what do you guys think about this here? Reach of the century? Melee sucks. Melee definitely does not suck. I don't know what you're talking about. Do not know what you're talking about, man. Melee's awesome. They didn't know about this, but I'm about to crush them in Pokken while listening to OJ. I'm actually hearing rumblings of a direct in January. Don't take my word for it, though. Well, actually, we've been hearing rumblings about a direct in December, too. You know, so we've been hearing rumblings about a direct in December. There's been rumblings about a direct in January. There's been rumblings about a lot of stuff going on. So, you know, it is what it is. Smash Brothers is trash in general. It's not, but yeah. My timing is all off after playing Smash 4 for so long. Yeah, exactly. If you play Smash 4, then you go to Melee, then it's almost like a different game. It's so hard to go back and forth. That's why you don't really have a lot of players who can play both. You know, like, you had players who can go from 64 to Melee, you know? But you don't have a lot of players that can go from Melee to Brawl, and you don't have a lot of players that can go from, like, Brawl back to Melee and Smash 4 back to Melee. Like, it's really hard, just because the game is just so different as far as, like, what you do. There's only a few. There's, like, the only ones that I can think of are Esam. Esam's probably the best Melee player. The best Melee player for that. And I just saw your shoutouts to, is it Shantio? Shoutouts to Shantio for the $1 pledge on Patreon. Just let me put your friend code in one of the you can send me a message or put your friend code in one of the messages, and I'll go ahead and add you in, dude. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. So yeah, man. Yeah, Mewtwo King. But no, Mewtwo King, I don't know about Mewtwo King anymore. Because Mewtwo King, like, what has he done lately, like, as far as Smash 4? So, I mean, like, at least Esam went to Summit. He went to one of the summits for Melee. So, I mean, Mewtwo King would never get invited to a summit or get voted into a summit. And Esam actually got voted into a summit for Melee, you know? So, I mean, I would have said Mewtwo King beforehand, you know? Like, early in Smash 4's life, like, when Cloud first came out, like, when Diddy was rolling around. Because Mewtwo King actually made top 8s. Back when Diddy was still good, and he made top 8s he didn't make top 8s with Mewtwo King, or sorry, Mewtwo King with Cloud. Actually, no, he did make some top 8s with Cloud. Yeah, he actually won a tournament with Cloud too. Never mind. So yeah, maybe Mewtwo King. Yeah, maybe Mewtwo King. Yeah, Mewtwo King and Esam, those two. Those are the only two. But I mean, like, Esam still somewhat competes in tournaments. So we'll see. So we'll see what happens there. So yeah, direct feed. Yeah, I did see your comparison for the Xbox One versions of Resident Evil Revelations 2, and yeah, I think that the frame rate isn't as high, but the difference is hard to tell as far as the graphics. I think actually the Switch version looks a little bit cleaner. So yeah, I think it looks a little clearer. But the frame rate, I think it's 30 frames per second, and the other one is 60 frames per second. But I know that Resident Evil Revelations 1, that's 60 frames per second on the Switch, and I will take 30 frames per second and portable play over just 60 frames per second on my Xbox One. Yeah, but that's just me. I'd rather have Resident Evil Revelations anywhere I want than just have it on my TV. But that's just that. Like I said, that's just me. Because remember, Resident Evil Revelations, that was originally a portable game. that was a 3DS game. That franchise was supposed to be for 3DS. It just didn't sell anywhere near as much as Capcom wanted it to, so they ended up bringing it to all the other systems. But Resident Evil Revelations was definitely looked at as a portable franchise first. So yeah, man. Yeah, 60 frames per second on the Xbox One, 30 frames per second on the Switch. But like I said, I will take the portable nature of it over the 60 frames per second. Like, I can play 60 frames per second like Skyrim on my PC, but the Switch version's amazing. You know, but the Switch version is amazing because I can take it anywhere I want. You know, I need to. It's almost to me like this, guys. This is how it's almost. It's almost to me. It's like a deal breaker for like PS4 and Xbox One games. Like, if I can't play it portably, which most of them I can't. It's like I don't want to deal with it because then I don't get as much enjoyment. I can't play that game as much as I want because I go to my mom's house every single weekend. You know, every single weekend I go to my mom's house to visit my sister or to bring my daughter over there. And if I can't have something portable to play right there, that's a problem for me. That's a problem for me because I end up spending all day there. You know, so I'll take 30 frames per second and portable play over 60 frames per second on my TV. But that, like I said, that's just me. I need the portable play. I need the portable play, man. So Resident Evil Revelations on Wii U is 30 frames per second. The first one was 30 frames per second. So yeah, they actually bumped it up to 60 frames per second on the Switch. So Resident Evil Revelations 1 on the Switch is 60 frames per second. On the Wii U it was 30 frames per second. On the, you know, so yeah. So yeah, pretty cool. I'll do more Resident Evil Revelations 2 footage. Yeah, you know what? I'm surprised I haven't got my review copy yet of Resident Evil Revelations. I gotta talk to you direct feed because whoever's your contacts are, they're a lot quicker and better than my contacts. I'll tell you that right now when it comes to games. You get them a lot quicker than I do. So definitely I gotta hit you up, DMs, slide into those DMs, man. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get into user questions. So if you guys have any user questions, we'll wrap out the next 15-20 minutes with user questions here. If you guys have anything you want to ask me, go ahead and let me know in the comment section below, and I will answer them. But before you guys ask those questions, I need you guys to take a look at that like button. If you see the like button, you can go ahead and hit that like button. Let people know that you like the content. So I would appreciate the likes. Anyway. Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is 30 frames per second. I don't know why you say you heard. It's fact. I mean, you can tell by watching. You can just tell by watching the video. You can tell by any of the video that you've seen that it's 30 frames per second. There's nothing wrong with 30 frames per second. Like why people are so like sometimes people are it's only 30 frames. Like there's nothing wrong with 30 frames. 30 frames for an RPG is fine. 30 frames is fine. There's nothing wrong with 30 frames per second. It's fine. So yeah, I don't know who was expecting 60 frames per second. Why would you expect it's a RPG? Are people really like shocked that like the Xenoblade is 30 frames per second? like it's what? Again, have you guys not been looking at any of the footage that we've seen? Everything's been in 30 frames per second for Xenoblade. I don't see what the problem is. I don't see what the problem is. Anyway, somebody's knocking on my door. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me just a second, guys. I got someone knocking on my door. My daughter's just being silly. She's just knocked on my door and running away. Daniel Espinoza sent me a message, so I'm gonna check out this message, and it looks like is it somewhat urgent? Sorry about it. Oh, okay, yeah, Daniel, I'll be adding you in, guys. If you have, whenever I add you guys in, as far as in terms of like the Patreon, it's before the game nights. So next week when we do our game nights on Tuesday, or no, we're actually gonna switch the times up. It's gonna be Thursday and Saturdays. I will add you in before the game night. So just look forward to the post, and by the time that we play our next game, you'll be added into my friends list, okay? So you'll definitely get added in, man. I'll add you in, and I'll add in everyone else because there's a lot of people who join up, and I add all of you guys at the same time, okay? So yeah, you'll definitely get, Daniel, you'll definitely get added in, and you know what? To be honest, dude, right after this podcast, I'll definitely add you in, man. So thank you so much. I do appreciate that. But no, you're not bothering me at all. I do appreciate your support and you watching the live stream. So no, not bothering me at all. Not bothering me at all. All right. So what questions do you guys have? What questions do you guys have? 30 frames per second is fine, but 60 frames per second would be appreciated. Well, 60 frames per second it's not feasible. If it was feasible, then they do it. But it's not feasible for Xenoblade, a massive, huge RPG, to be 60 frames per second. And on top of that, what massive, huge RPGs with that type of open world have you played that are 60 frames per second on consoles? Last time I checked, Final Fantasy 15 isn't 60 frames per second on consoles. The Witcher 3 isn't 60 frames per second on consoles. Dragon Age Inquisition isn't 60 frames per second. I'm looking through. Persona 5 isn't 60 frames per second on PS4. There are like no big RPGs that are 60 frames per second, so I don't know why some people are like, oh, well, 60, I need 60 frames would be appreciated. There's no RPGs that are 60 frames per second on consoles. There's no way that you can get that big of an RPG and have it run good and actually have the graphics that look the way it does at 60 frames per second. Like, if you guys want to play like a game that looks like the quality of like a PS2 game, you know what I'm saying? Like a little bit less than that. That'll run at 60 frames per second. But I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn is 30 frames per second. I don't really understand what the problem. It's an RPG. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, are you guys really shocked? Like, are people just really shocked that Xenoblade is not 60 frames per second? Like, it's ridiculous. It has nothing to do with RPG. You're sitting there and you're doing attacks. It's ridiculous. Hyrule Warriors on 3DS runs at 15 frames per second. Oh man, yeah, exactly. Like I said, The Witcher is. But anyway, what questions do you guys have? Let's go and get some questions here. I'm done with this whole 60 frames per 60 versus 30 frames per second for Xenoblade. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Liquid Metal asked a question. Would you like to see a sequel to Ikaruga for the Switch? Yeah, that'd be nice. But we're getting all sorts of games that are like Ikaruga, shoot 'em ups and stuff like that. So either way, if we get a sequel, that's cool. If not, that's fine. We got a lot of shoot 'em ups on the Switch anyway. So Sony, oh god, this name, Sony is the devil. You might want to change that username, dude. Why is it that Nintendo puts their games out on time, but Sony and Microsoft always delay theirs? I don't recall Sony and Microsoft always delaying theirs. I think with Microsoft they delay, or they've had some issues because of the Xbox One X that has kind of moved around the budgets and stuff like that. So they just haven't been able to get things the way that they want to get them. So it's just really kind of just goes down to the development teams and everything. I mean, there was a time where Microsoft didn't delay their games. There was a time where Microsoft had everything on time, and for the most part, I think Sony usually always puts their games usually out on time. There might be some games that get delayed for a long period of time, or whatever the case is, but overall, they're not too bad. I mean, Nintendo delays a lot of their games too. I mean, with the Wii U, we saw all sorts of delays with the Wii U. We saw delays with some 3DS games. With the Switch, they've been really good with the Switch though, because they know that they couldn't mess the Switch up. So they've been really good with that as well. Although I think we got who is this? Oh, shout outs to Relocan. Is it Relo? Yeah, is it Relocan? Relocan? Yeah, Relocan. Shout outs, brand new sponsor with the Mankaku. I'm really feeling that. Thank you so much, everyone in the chat. Please welcome brand new ninja Relocan to the Elite Ninja Nation, the Ambu. He's the Black Ops. Let's go. Shout outs, man. Thank you so much for the sponsorship. Everyone in the chat, please let him feel very welcome. Brand new Elite Ninja, and I'm definitely feeling that, man. And I'll get you some Mankakus as well. Mankaku said it well. Mankaku. Shout outs, man. Thank you so much. Also, shout outs to Tyner Uppercut with the uppercut of a $5 donation, saying I would totes want you as my personal trainer. I said I would totes or totally. Okay, I think that's an abbreviation. Okay, as my personal trainer. OJ, help me get jacked, and then I can destroy you a Pokken. Buff boys. How to get jacked? So I will give you some tips. So the best ways to get jacked, first and foremost, especially if you've never worked out, is start off with push-ups in your room. Start off with push-ups in your room. Try to get 50 done a day. If you guys can do 50 push-ups a day, start off with that for the next month, okay? You don't even need to go to a gym. You do 50 push-ups a day, every single day, or at least every other day. Start off with that. You're going to start seeing some little boy definition in your arms. Now, when I was a kid, my brother made me do push-ups sometimes. He would say, hey, do push-ups, do sit-ups, do push-ups. And I would be sitting there doing push-ups sometimes with my brother. We would be sitting there doing sit-ups, you know, and this was back like in 1990, like 1995 or 1993, 94, when I was little, okay? And I greatly thank him for that, because when I got into school and when I got into like running and sports, I was naturally just better than everyone, because my brother would make me run. Well, not make me run, but he would we would run and we would play and we would do push-ups and we would do sit-ups and we would do martial arts. So when I got into sports, man, I was just fast. I was physically stronger than everyone. That's because my brother made me do push-ups in my room from when I was little. And it just carried over. Like I've never, no matter how long I don't work out, I'll still have this little bump on my arm no matter what. This bump will never go away because of all the weights I've lifted and all the push-ups I've done in my life. So I definitely thank him for that. So start off with that, man. You want to get jacked, you want to start, you know, lifting and getting better. Just start off with 50 push-ups in the room every single day. You don't have to do them all at one time. You can spread them out, do 10, do 10, do 10, you know, set to 10. And do that. And then probably in 2 months, your arms are going to be pretty, you know, they're going to be pretty good. So start off with that, and then from there, go to the gym. You can do, you know, you can do your bicep curls and everything else. So yeah, man, that's what I would do, because that's what I did when I was a kid, and it really helped me, you know. It really helped me up. Although, yeah, yeah, I'd say it helped me a lot. So it is what it is, man. Did I miss your donation? Oh, shout outs to, my bad, dude. BR Shinobu with a $5 donation. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate the donation. And he says, great content as always. Keep up the good work, OJ. PE Ninja Minato, feeling it. Shout outs, man. I'm definitely feeling it. And I'm sorry, I'm going to give myself a Toby. No, not a Toby. I'm going to give myself an L. I'm going to have myself an L. I'm going to take this L with pride. I'm going to take this L with pride because, yes, I did miss that. I'm terribly sorry about that. But although I'll take my L, that's okay. I'm going to recover because I'm really feeling it at this point. So 3 Minatos for you, man. Thank you so much for the donation. I do appreciate that so much, BR Shinobu. And I know you donate before, and you're already an elite ninja, man. So thank you so much. I do appreciate all the support and help. And I'm sorry that I missed that. I will take that L graciously. Any of you guys want to give me a couple L's? Go ahead and give me a couple L's in the chat. Your boy takes L's. The Hokage takes L's when he takes L's. We don't got any ducking and dodging around here when it comes to, you know, taking your L's. So that's one thing about ninja. Be humble, okay? When somebody gives you an L and you know it's an L, take your L and move on and apologize. Be humble and apologize. That's what I teach you guys here in this village, is to be humble. So please, I will take that L with the graciousness. Look at this man Ataki giving me like 15 L's. Yo, we're giving me like 15 L's. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Boo. Takes an L for legendary. Shout outs, man. Thank you so much, BR Shinobu. I do appreciate that. All right, guys. So what other questions do we have? Let's go and round out this podcast here. Skitbit Production says, what if Nintendo 2018 is Kirby? I don't know what Star Rally February. Yoshi Wolfenstein 2 March, No More Heroes April, Fire Emblem May, Animal Crossing July, new IP August, September, unannounced game October, Metroid Prime November, Pokemon. That's pretty good, man. It might be something like that as far as what you put out there. But if Nintendo has that, plus all the indie games, plus all the games that we don't know about, plus more of the third party, you don't have Shin Megami Tensei in there. So you didn't put Shin Megami Tensei in there. So with Shin Megami Tensei, all those games there, man, plus more indie games, Nintendo's going to have a big year in 2018, man. It's going to be fun. Shout outs to Ba Boo Boo Ba 99999 Baba Booshki. Baba Booshki 999. I'm sorry, bro. Like, no, you got a cool name. You got a cool name. Shout out, man. Thank you so much for the subscription. Everyone in the chat, please make this brand new ninja feel welcome. Please welcome him with open arms. Headbands for this ninja, please. I'll get you a headband, Baba Booshki. Pokemon and Shin Megami Tensei 5 are coming in 2018. I would not say that. I would not be so certain about that, Raymond Games. There is no... If they announce Shin Megami Tensei this year, and they revealed it earlier this year, chances are that it's coming in 2018. They're not going to announce Shin Megami Tensei and then wait 2-3 years to release Shin Megami Tensei. That's not going to happen. Shin Megami Tensei is probably going to come out 2018. As far as what they've said so far about the game and everything, it looks like they're pretty deep into development of that game because they did announce it back in January of this year. So I doubt it's going to go past 2018. Pokemon could definitely go past 2018, but it still definitely could launch in 2018. It's not a foregone conclusion that it's not. So I wouldn't say 100% no that those games aren't coming 2018. That's just simply there's no way for you to know. So yeah. Shout out to Daniel Espinosa with the $2 donation saying, OJ, you are the best. No, you guys are the best. Because without you guys, there is no OJ, there is no podcast, there is no PlayerEssence, there is no Village. Trust me, you guys are the best for being here. You guys are the best for supporting my content. And I'm not just saying that just to say that. You guys are the best. So thank you so much, Daniel. I do appreciate the $2 donation. Help donate to the Ninja Funds. I'm going to buy a new Shuriken with that money. No, actually, guys, to be honest, like I said, everything goes into, like I said, supporting the channel, making sure these lights stay on, and also new content. So I definitely got some good donations, so I'm going to be making a little bit of a purchase, and I'm going to have a new skit for you guys as well. So I do want to announce today that for 32,000 subscribers, I usually don't do specials for 32,000 or anything like that, but since my 30,000 special was kind of weak, I do have a new skit for you guys, and I will be buying an outfit and a costume for that skit. It's going to be very similar to my other skit that I did, like Nintendo Switch Tobies are having trouble explaining the success of the Switch or something like that. So it's going to be very similar to that, but it's going to be a little bit more fun as far as that goes. So thank you so much. I do appreciate it for almost 32,000 subscribers, and thank you for the donations. So I'm going to put a little bit of that money to good use with the new a new costume that I'll buy and a little bit of fun that I'll have. So look forward to that video probably in the next month, probably in December. You'll see that video. I'm working on it right now as far as getting like what I'm going to actually do and everything. Plus I still got to set up my game room. I bought the stuff, but guys, your boy can't put together bookshelves, so I have to get someone else to put it together for me. So yeah, look forward to a brand new game room and other cool stuff coming in December. So thank you so much. I do appreciate the donation. OJ, you doing PE Arena tonight? Probably not tonight because I have to go see my brother. My brother's leaving town. If I do it tonight, just follow me on Twitter. Yeah, seriously, follow me on Twitter. And I'll do if I do PE Arena, it'll be Splatoon 2, and it'll be tonight, and it'll be like casual, okay? It'll be very, very casual. You guys might not get like a heads up like way beforehand. But yeah, just follow me on Twitter. Make sure you have your notifications so when I do tweet something, you know. Because if I'm doing PE Arena tonight, which I might do at Splatoon 2 because of the big update, make sure you follow me on Twitter. That's how you guys know when I'm going to be doing stuff. Like if it's going to be like, out of nowhere or whatever. But I'm probably going to move the PE, this PlayerEssence Cross Nintendo. I'm probably going to move this to Friday nights. So, and then PE Arena on Saturdays. So yeah. Is it Stackona? I still want to challenge you in Smash. Stackona. I gotta challenge you in Smash, my guy. He says we may see Pokemon in a Mystery Dungeon game for 2019 for the Switch. It's been a while since Super Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Any other questions, guys? What will new Fire Emblem Nintendo Switch 2018 will be? Well, it'll be Fire Emblem. They said it's going to have beautiful graphics, and it's going to be a traditional Fire Emblem game. So, there you go. It's up to your imagination. Fire Blast 32. OJ, what 3DS game or sequel of 3DS game do you want to see on the Switch? Metroid Samus Returns on the Switch would be nice. Metroid Fusion 2. Metroid Fusion on the Switch would be nice. 2D Metroid game would be nice. Yeah, 2D Metroid game with a little bit more RPG elements would be nice. Yeah. Any way to play Splatoon 2 with you? Yes. If you want to play Splatoon 2 with me, link in the description below. You can sign up through Patreon or you can sign up through sponsorship. Just let me know that, hey, you're a sponsor or you're a Patreon member. Put your friend code in there, and I'll add you into my friends list. And then whenever I'm online playing, you can play. Is it Diogo? I probably said that again. Diogo? I'm saying that wrong. What RPG, strategy, hack and slash, and shooter from the past would you like to see on the Switch? RPG strategy hack and slash. This would be nice. I did a video. Skyrim changes everything. Bring on the ports. So this would be nice on the Switch. 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 All those would be nice on the Switch. What games do you think are coming in 2020? Oh, what type of question is that? I have no idea what's coming in 2020. Ataki Teacher says, how do you think the Switch will do in South Korea? I would say minimum of about 50,000 units sold, 50 to 70,000 units starting out. Depending just based on the size of South Korea. It's not super big, so yeah, 50 to 70,000 units starting out, and then a steady flow of maybe like 5,000 to 10,000 units a week. So yeah, that's just a complete guess. I have no idea how it's gonna do, but I'm just guessing. Skipbit Production says Fire Emblem Switch will be HD. It is going to look so good compared to the other ones. Yeah, it's going to be amazing looking. Because Tokyo Mirage Sessions looks amazing. Tokyo Mirage Sessions blows out every single Fire Emblem game ever made. As far as graphically, Tokyo Mirage Sessions is phenomenal, and that's Tokyo Mirage Sessions. That was made with the shoestring budget. Imagine the real Fire Emblem, you know. Nick Tyner, what's it going to take to finally play you and Pokken, OJ? It's going to take me actually not having so much work on my hands to the point where I don't have to make 10 videos a day. So maybe at some point, whenever I'm not so busy, we can definitely hit up some Pokken. But Nick, we definitely need to link up for some Pokken, man. Definitely. I want Fallout 4 on the Switch. I want Fallout 4 on the Switch as well. T-Dude says, final question. If Nintendo Minute were to do awards, which of the games do you think should win Game of the Year? Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Odyssey, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, looked at my Splatoon 2 should win awards, ARMS, Mario plus Rabbids, Fire Emblem Warriors could probably win an award. What else? Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. There's a lot of great games on the Switch, so there's all sorts of stuff that can win awards, man. But yeah. Hey OJ, when do you expect the next Zelda game to come out? I'm guessing 2019. I'm guessing 2020. I think that's when the next Zelda game, maybe 2019, 2020, one of those two. Maybe we'll hear about it in 2019. Maybe we'll release in 2020. I'm not sure, but yeah, around that time. I said I will play you in ARMS, even let you choose the character and weapon loadout. No, we'll play Smash. We'll play Smash. ARMS is weird. We'll play Smash. We settle this in Smash. On PlayerEssence, we settle this in Smash. ARMS is new. If you're a Nintendo fan, you should know how to play Smash. ARMS is brand new. You know what I'm saying? It's brand new. If you're a real Nintendo fan, you should know how to play Smash. So we settle this in Smash because Smash that's more Nintendo than ARMS. Okay. So if you're a Nintendo fan, you should know how to play. If you're a real Nintendo and you got skill, you should know how to not just press the two buttons and move arms that wiggle around this way and this way and this way. You should know how to play Smash if you're a Nintendo fan. So we should play Smash. You'll get bodied. Settle it, and like I said, Nintendo has the commercials. Settle this, and let's settle it in Smash. They don't say let's settle this in ARMS. Let's not settle this in motion controls. We're not settling this in ARMS. We're settling this in Smash. So you're a Nintendo fan, you should know how to play Smash. ARMS is a Nintendo game. Smash is not. You make no sense. Smash is 100% Nintendo game. 100% Nintendo game. Do not know what you're talking about. T-Dude says, they actually say, let's settle this. Okay, now you're just trolling. Now I'll just ignore you. T-Dude says, I can see Kit voted for Super Mario Odyssey for Game of the Year while Krista votes for Zelda Breath of the Wild. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true. We'll see what they pick, man. I know Kit's more of a Mario fan than a Zelda fan, but he loves Zelda too. I mean, it's hard, man. It's hard, like it's hard to pick one of those two games. So, time to get that sponsor back. I need the headband. Shout outs, Reggie. Shout outs, man. I know you're the president. I know you're busy, man. I know you've been busy, so it's all good, man. I do appreciate your support. Heck, even if you just being here helps out the channel, so I do appreciate that. Doesn't matter. Nintendo, actually no. See, this is where you're wrong, Stakona. Nintendo actually has their own developers that also help out with Smash too. So while yes, other developers work on it, Nintendo has developers that also work on Smash Brothers as well. So it's not like it's completely a third-party game or from someone else. Nintendo has developers on there, so it's a Nintendo game. It's published by Nintendo. It's funded by Nintendo. Nintendo has developers working on the game. It's a Nintendo. It uses Nintendo IP. It's a Nintendo game. Enough. Enough with your jabroniness. Let's get this man a Toby. Let's get this man a Toby. This man's a Toby in the chat. It's a Nintendo game. Let's stop it now. Hey, OJ, will you be seeing Game of the Year live on December 7th? Yes, we'll be seeing Game of the Year live on December 7th. Yes, I will be. I'll probably be streaming it. I'll be streaming that. Mother 3. Overwatch? You want to see Overwatch on there? Yeah, Overwatch would be great. So you guys have any more questions? If you guys have any more questions, let me know. Let me know your questions. GTA? Alonzo Vines wants to see GTA on the Switch? Yeah, I think a lot of people want to see GTA on the Switch. That'd be good. I'd buy it out of principle. Nick Tyner says, do you think a Mario Maker port is still coming, OJ? Yeah, I think a Mario Maker port or like a Mario Maker 2 is going to be on the Switch at some point. Yeah. Sakurai helped massively on the last Smash Bros. Game. Sakurai's an independent contractor. He doesn't work for Nintendo. He's a contractor. But what a lot of people don't understand, what this guy Stakonia doesn't understand, is that contracted work, first party game, whether it's a Nintendo game or not, Nintendo always has developers working on a game. Contracted work is still a first party game. So yeah, Nintendo always has the developers helping out with the game. So it's not like it's not a Nintendo game because Bandai Namco and Sakurai worked on the game, you know. And no, Game Freak, Stakonia, you're about to get timed out, my guy, because you're over here putting all sorts of weird information out. Game Freak is not a second party studio. They are a third party that acts like a second party, and Game Freak owns Game Freak owns Pokemon Company, which is their second party. Are you silly? Game Freak doesn't own the Pokemon Company. You're dumb. Nintendo owns almost half of Game Freak, or like Nintendo owns a good portion of Game Freak, and the Pokemon Company owns the other portion of Game Freak. Game Freak is the developer under the Pokemon Company and Nintendo. The bosses are Nintendo, the Pokemon Company. The developer is Game Freak. Game Freak doesn't own the Pokemon Company. It's the other way around. Nintendo and the Pokemon Company own Game Freak. What are you talking about? Get this. This man's a jabroni. This man's a jabroni. No, you got to get timed out. Now you're just putting out here. You're putting out wrong information because you're wrong. Give this man a Toby. You got to get timed out for that. Now you're just lying to make up. Now you're just lying. What do you mean Game Freak owns the Pokemon? How does the developer own the publisher? What kind of? Hey, let me tell you guys something. Retro Studios owns Nintendo. You heard it here first. Okay. Okay. What kind is this? That's right. This man's crazy putting out here. Now you get timed out. You get timed out for saying stupidity. Anyway, let's go ahead and move. Let's go ahead and move on. What's the next question, guys? I got about 2 more questions in me. Hey, what's up, Velvet? What's up? Oh man, sorry that you came so late, Velvet. I'm about to end the podcast right now. But no, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream. I do appreciate it, Velvet. Elite Ninja Velvet in the house. Shout outs. Everyone give Velvet some love. She's definitely here. Anime fan on prom night. So when is Retro making Nintendo develop Metroid Prime 4? Retro isn't making Metroid Prime 4. Retro isn't making that. Retro's making something else. So we'll see what Retro's making. No problem, Velvet. No problem. But like I said, I gotta hit you up because you gotta teach me some more Japanese. Like you gotta teach me some more Japanese, Velvet. So I'm definitely gonna be hitting you up. DMs. Another RPG series from Game Freak would be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. Online play. Yeah, that'd be cool. Take an L stick. You can take a couple L's. He's a Toby now. Working school does that to you. I know. I'm just glad that you're able to help out just by showing up. Even at this point, that's really cool. You know, we've had over 200 viewers for a lot of the stream, so that's awesome. But you know what would be really cool, guys? Before we go, if you guys can hit that like button, that'd be great as well. And I'll answer a few more questions. While you guys are hitting that like button, I'll answer some more questions. Skyward Sword Remastered for the Nintendo Switch. Skyward Sword Remastered. I mean, they could with the Switch, the Joy-Cons. I mean, you could do it. You could do it. I mean, obviously they'd have to put a weight that you can play it in there normally too with the controller. But yeah, I mean, it'd be great. It'd be great. Oh, wakari masna, maska, wakari maskana. Oh, okay. What does that mean? So let's see here. What do you think about the future of the Switch? I think the future of the Switch is very bright. As long as you have good sales, the future is always bright. Future is always bright. If Final Fantasy VII Remake even comes in 2019. Oh, somebody said that they want Final Fantasy VII Remake. No way Final Fantasy VII Remake could run on the Switch. I wouldn't say there's no way Final Fantasy Remake could run on the Switch. Final Fantasy VII Remake runs on Unreal Engine 4. Unreal Engine 4 runs on the Switch. Any game that's supported on Unreal Engine 4 can technically run on the Switch with optimization. Square Enix even said themselves that they can do multi-platform games with optimization for each platform, and if there's native support for that platform, then it can definitely run on the Switch. There have to be some cutbacks, some drawbacks, take out some effects, do some things, lower the resolution, whatever the case is. But no, Final Fantasy VII Remake can definitely run on the Switch since it does have that native Unreal Engine 4 support, and that's the engine that it is using. So no, nothing based from what we've seen so far, what we know is that there's no way that it can run on the Switch when it has native when it has native Unreal Engine 4 support. So yeah. Let's see here. Can you copy your file to an SD card for more memory from a smaller one and still work with the Switch? I have no idea. I think you have to format the whole Switch thing. Oh, the P.O. Box. I'm definitely working on that, Reggie. I just have to find the right one as far as... Because like, some of the prices around my town are kind of too high for the P.O. Boxes. So I'm just trying to find the right one that's close enough to my house. I doubt Final Fantasy VII Remake, if they brought it to Switch, would be under 480p and unstable 30 frames per second. I doubt that, Raymond Games. Unreal Engine 4 is really optimized for the Switch, so I doubt it would be like that. That's a silly notion to even... it's a silly notion to even entertain. Man, we got a lot of closet. We have a lot of comment room blank avatar developers. That's the one thing that I noticed with online. Everyone says, "Oh, well, this game can't run on Switch." How many games have you developed? 0, but this game, it can't run, or it would be completely downgraded all the way to the point. Okay, just like Skyrim is going to be the Xbox 360 version. LA Noire is going to be the Xbox 360 version. This game can't run on Switch. That game can't run on Switch. And then all this stuff comes up. Oh, I guess it can. Oh, I guess, it's not the Xbox 360 version. It's the PS4 and Xbox One version as far as Skyrim goes. Like, all these comment room developers are so funny. You guys are hilarious. Oh, man. Look at Doom on the Switch and its performance. And look at Doom in the Switch on the performance. And your point, Doom was a port done by a smaller development team, and they didn't say that that's all they could do. If they had more time, they probably could have optimized it more. If they had more of a budget, if they had more developers. You're not a developer, so you don't know. With more time, they probably could have done a better job, or could have optimized it more, or could have done more with more time, but they probably didn't have as much because dev kits were out really late. So with more time, it could have been optimized more. And on top of that, there are two different engines. Doom does not run on Unreal Engine 4. Unreal Engine 4 and whatever Doom runs on, I think it's like, what was it, the Vulkan or whatever it is, whatever Doom engine that they have, those are two completely different games. So you're comparing two different games with two different engines from different developers that probably have different budgets. Stop talking, Toby. Stop talking, Toby. You don't know what you're talking about. You can't compare the two games. A Hat in Time, okay, has problems running on the Switch. A Hat in Time. You know why the Hat in Time has problems running on the Nintendo Switch? Because Unreal Engine 3 doesn't have native support on the Nintendo Switch. So it's hard for the developers to run A Hat in Time on the Nintendo Switch. Okay? So does that mean the Switch isn't powerful enough? Does that mean that there's problems Hat in Time is just too powerful? Look, Hat in Time can't run on the Switch. See what I'm talking about? Like, just stop being a comment room developer, okay? Stop being a comment room developer and chill. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. See, this is what I'm talking about. People sit here, they take games like Doom, and they take stuff like Final Fantasy VII Remake, and say, oh, well, look at this game, and look at this. There's no way. Two completely different games. They're two completely different games. They'd have different budgets, different allocations, different engines. You can't compare the two. Why would you do that? I guess Switch can run Unreal Engine 4 games, but it can't run Unreal Engine 3 games that great. It can run Rocket League, but Rocket League had to do lots of optimization, lots of performance for Rocket League. but they're having problems with Hat in Time. It's all about the developers. Rime is having trouble on the Switch because Rime is a very poorly optimized game. It's a very poorly optimized game. For Unreal Engine 4, that's a very poorly optimized game on the Nintendo Switch. If they had more time, more of a development budget, they probably could have got it better. Rime doesn't run great on the PS4 or Xbox One either. For example, Snake Pass. Snake Pass is a very good optimized Unreal Engine 4 game, and it looks very similar to the PS4 version of Snake Pass. And that's an Unreal Engine 4 game, and Rime doesn't look, graphically, doesn't look so much better than Snake Pass. And the worlds, they have similar type of three-dimensional worlds and everything. So, you comment room developers need to chill out and let the developers actually do the developing of the game. You know what I'm saying? And stop making assumptions about things when you don't know what you're talking about. When you don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, man. That's just kind of how it works. What the heck are we even fighting about? We're fighting about comment room developers saying that this can't run on this can't run on this can't run on this can't run on this. That's what we're arguing about. Doom is very playable on the Switch. You know what I'm saying? It's very playable. But if they had more time and a bigger team and more money, they probably could have got it better. It probably could have been optimized better, both Rocket League and Doom. But there's always an amount of time, there's always an amount of money, there's always stipulations and factors that go into anything when it comes to development. Fireblast32 says, OJ, what massively multiplayer RPGs do you want to see on the Switch? Final Fantasy XIV would be nice. I would like Guild Wars 2, but I doubt that's going to happen. But like, yeah, Final Fantasy XIV, Guild Wars 2 would be good. But I'm not an MMO RPG gamer, you know, anyway, so yeah. Yeah, man. So anyway, all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end this here. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Seriously, you guys have been amazing. I do appreciate over 200 people coming out to the show. A lot of you guys hitting that like button, so I do appreciate that. Hit that like button, and we'll definitely be back with more content, guys. We'll have more content for you guys all throughout the day. I have a Skyrim video going up in about an hour or so look out for that. I'll also have PE news videos and maybe PE Arena tonight. It just depends on how much work I get done. If I can get home from my brother's house or my sister's house and get some news videos up, then I might do a PE Arena late tonight. So look out for that. Follow me on Twitter, and we'll definitely maybe get a PE Arena. If we don't get PE Arena, that's okay. You guys will have content for today. And this whole video, if you missed some of it or if you came in late, this whole video will be up in a couple hours on the channel, so you'll be able to watch this whole video. But thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it, all of the love. You guys are amazing. And like I said, check out the link in the description below. That will have all the information you guys need in order to play PE game nights, in order to follow me on Twitter for the latest updates and all that stuff. Everything is in the link in the description below. So thanks to all the commenters and users tonight. I do appreciate each and every single one of you guys, all the donations, all the new sponsors as well. Thank you guys so much. We are 8 away from a cartridge lick, so I do appreciate that. What am I doing? I'm a silly person. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it, and we'll see you guys for the next one. Peace out.